Hey, it's me, Karen. I just wanted to send out a message to all those that are grieving and in sorry business, all our people. We acknowledge all your pain, sorry, and condolences to all our families and loved ones that are going through sorry business. I just wanted to say that, there is a scripture there that says to be absent in the body is to be present with the Lord, Yahushua. When my mum passed away, I really reflected on her last days and the struggle, with addictions and the health impacting with age, and her lifestyle, what she come out of, and under the institutions of man. And there was much of there's no trauma healing centres or anything, and our people really self-medicate a lot. But I remember my sister Joni when we buried our grandmother, and my grandmother was in 30 years incarcerated to a leper colony, and my grandmother, her hands were bent, and she ended up with sort of like one half a foot in the end. But Mum and Nan didn't have a cushy life, even though they were matriarchs and held our families up with the little slither of humanity, rights and respect that this system offered. So they were robbed of a lot of their birthrights and everything. Now that, in the struggle and studying and researching things, and especially the oral histories our people carry, we understand that nothing under these institutions of man will succeed, because it's not of the Creator. So even in all your best incentives and all your best efforts, the rulership is literally an imperialist Roman prison enslavement system that the Romans usurped from the Laura nations. Okay, but I really just want to point out to you that's where we're at too, looking at all of the hidden, and so your hidden histories and your hidden systems of rule have disempowered and usurped a lot of people, and a lot of the first people here, like a lot of the first people all over the world, are targeted, criminalised, demonised, which is their systemic agenda. And since we lit the fires of sovereignty over the last decade, we've seen an influx of amphetamine use, both legal in the system and on the streets. And the ice and crack, which we don't even know, like this is first generation of seeing this, and we've seen grog, we've seen the influx of diseases and sicknesses in our lands, and now that we're understanding a lot more now than we ever did in history, because of these secret hidden societies and cults and agreements and contracts that are fraudulently operating independent of the Bible or the original scriptures. So once you start praying about it, ask old people, you'll start seeing a lot clearly what's happened here. And so, our peoples that are going through sorry business and still can't understand why and how, and grieving brings that's not natural. That's natural, and then you want to blame people, but we're under a big unlawful system that is genocidal in nature, as we've seen. Check your history books all over the planet. And what they do, the mining companies, and where it started. Have a look at all of that. And have a look, why do we have Latin and Greek as the foundations of government? They created it. But have a look, there's another international law hidden behind that. It's law of nations. And it's a system that I believe that Yahushua, Jesus, Yeshua, all these names, the Messiah, the deliverer. He went to the cross. He died, allowed himself to be murdered and on the cross, Roman cross. And he rose to glory. He defeated everything they stood for. Religion, government, everything man-made. So then the Vatican gets created. So then to usurp the spirituality which is of the Creator all around all the tribal peoples of the planet. So don't ever think wars are justified, murder's justified, dishonouring the Sabbath, dishonouring your parents. Under a prison system, that's how it is. But when you learn the truth, the spirit of truth, justice, go to nature, straight out of heaven, what's left of it. Creation speaks of its creator and where you're at. So don't ever think you're alone, it's real. There's